Today, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu will address Congress after an invite from House Republicans. His visit to the district has had a big impact all week on people who live and work in D.C.
Here's what we know about the actual address. Now, Maryland Senator Ben Cardin will preside over the joint session of Congress as Netanyahu gives his speech. Now, this is because Vice President Kamala Harris will be in Indianapolis for a previously scheduled event. Netanyahu is set to meet with Harris and President Biden tomorrow.
Now, this visit is a controversial one after months of growing tension over how Israel has conducted its offensive in Gaza after Hamas's terror attack last year. We have team coverage this morning covering the tightened security and planned protest outside the Capitol. Let's start with Jess Arnold. A lot of extra security out there today. What are you seeing this morning, Jess?
Yeah, well, it's all quiet out here now, but definitely seeing that heightened security presence and increased barriers. Now you can see that they have expanded, they being Capitol Police have expanded the perimeter out here with these shorter barriers, and then farther back toward the Capitol we see those taller fences. I did a loop around the Capitol as I was heading in this morning, and those fences are lining the entire area. A lot of the streets are blocked off in this immediate area. It's also going to be tough to find parking even within a few blocks of the Capitol here. And there are multiple agencies that are helping out the Capitol Police this morning that are surrounding the area, blocking off streets, monitoring it, because as you'll hear Randy talk about in a moment, we're expecting that there could be thousands of protesters out here today, not only around the Capitol, but also along the mall. Now, because of this increased presence of protesters, the Capitol Police recruited other agencies from the DMV as well as other areas outside of there, including Fairfax County Police, Montgomery County Police, as well as New York City Police. Now, the latter, New York City Police, sent 200 officers who Capitol Police swore in yesterday. Last night, New York City Police told our team that they had not heard of any credible threats. I did reach out to Capitol Police 15 minutes ago to see if that remains the case this morning, and I'm waiting to hear back. Now, as I mentioned, they expanded the area that was blocked off already for today's events, which means more road closures. I shared a post from them on X where you can check out their list. Other than that, Capitol Police do not provide security details for safety reasons, they told us. Now, as we've shown the last 2 days, there's also more security up around the Watergate Hotel where the Prime Minister is staying. We're even seeing Jersey barriers outside of some synagogues. New York City Police told my colleague that they are prepared for whatever may come today.
We deal with protests like this all the time in New York City.
We've handled close to 4,000 protests, so we get a lot. Unfortunately, we get a lot of practice. We kind of know what we're doing.
Yeah, now you can likely expect to see these closures and heightened security through the end of the week, but now I want to bring in my colleague Randy Ayala. I know you have been keeping an eye on the multitude of protests that are planned for this area today, right?
Yeah, Jess. I mean, tens of thousands of people expected to demonstrate at some point today. We've been in talks with the National Park Service. They said that they've gotten 3 requests, permit applications for protests, so we're keeping a close eye on that, the locations for that as well. But again, tens of thousands expected around the Capitol and surrounding areas too. So it's a really, really big day for D.C. here. Of course, many calling for Netanyahu to agree to a ceasefire deal in exchange for the release of hostages. Some even calling for a citizen's arrest of the Israeli Prime Minister here. We already saw one demonstration taking place inside the Cannon House office building rotunda. That happened yesterday. Hundreds of people there staging a sit-in, calling for the U.S. to stop sending money to Israel. Capitol Police tell us they arrested about 200 people at that protest. We do know that planned demonstrations are set to start in about 5 hours, starting at 11 o'clock this morning. We'll be out here to keep you posted on the very latest, but some of those road closures, of course, are already in place if you have to drive around this area. I know Lindsay Nance keeping a close eye on what's shut down and how to get you around it. Lindsay?
That's right, Randy. So the big road closures today will be going in place around the Capitol. We have Pennsylvania Avenue that is closed down between 1st and 3rd Streets in Northwest. Maryland Avenue is also closed off in the same area, and 1st Street is closed in between Constitution Avenue in Northwest and Independence Avenue in Southwest. And then just a few minutes ago, East Capitol Street also closed down between 1st and 2nd Streets. Another round of closures goes in place here at 11 a.m. and even more are planned for 11:30. And now with those planned protests, we could see even more closures later on, so please stay up to speed on what changes are happening. For a full list of road closures and to stay up to date if anything changes as the day goes on, just go to WSA9.com or you can check it out on our mobile app.